Will Smith.
Oh yeah, Will. Big Willie!
I'm going to be very controversial and say his acting skills have progressed and developed a lot. Because, I mean, everybody knows Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And everybody knows it wasn't really he was just being himself on that show.
Yeah, I mean, the character's called Willie.
Yeah, Will. Yeah. So it was just him being himself, and then
he's from Philly.
It was just him being himself essentially on that show. And I think for me, when I actually took Will Smith seriously as a actor, was probably Ali. I think he did a great job of portraying Muhammad Ali. Got his mannerisms spot on. From what I saw from the footage I saw of Ali from like interviews and things like that, he did very well. He did get nominated, as you told me before, for an Oscar for that role.
Yeah.
I don't know who was up against that year, but
I think it's 2000, something like that. But yeah, I mean, there were a lot of good movies, and yeah.
So that.
Oh wait, maybe it was Denzel. I think it was Training Day.
No,
I
don't think that was the same day. Let's.
I'm pretty sure Denzel took the Oscar for.
Denzel took the Oscar for Training Day.
But I think it was. I think they both were nominated at the same time.
Let's go to refer to Google again.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, check it. But yeah, I mean, it's a really good movie, and I know I'm literally going through his autobiography, Will's, and he did not want to take on the role.
Really?
He said, "No fucking way! I don't want to touch that. It's Ali. I'm not crazy. I'm not feeling it. It's too much pressure." And Michael Mann called him. He said, "Look, I don't want to come over. You are gonna pitch me the movie for an hour," and I say no. At this point, he was really big. After Man in Black, Bad Boys, what else? Independence Day, and fucking Muhammad Ali called him on the phone.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
picked up the phone and said, "What the fuck? Come over, we're gonna have a chat." I was fucking hell. So how can you say no to Muhammad Ali?
Exactly.
And yeah, he convinced him. Yeah, he convinced him to do the role.
That is, I think, if the person gives you the sort of go ahead, the blessing to act, then you have to.
Yeah, I mean, I was fucking.
Yeah, you have to. You can't say no after somebody says to you, "Look, I want you to play me." It's like, what? He wants me to play you.
Yeah, it's like fuck.
And he did a stupendous job.
Yeah.
So, answer your question.
Yeah.
Training Day. Denzel won Best Actor for Training Day in 2002.
Okay.
Get my words out. And so. Ali,
I don't know. That's how. Maybe it's different year. Could be a different year.
No, you're right.
Yeah,
you are correct.
Okay.
See, that's why you're the person who does these podcasts and has the knowledge.
I mean,
2002.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's difficult to call because I fucking love Training Day, and Denzel's fucking amazing in that movie. So it's really difficult to compare. I just wish they made the movies, released them in different years.
Yeah.
Because they both deserved Oscars. So someone had to get it, and I think because Denzel, even though he had an Oscar.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did, but not as a.
Not as
the main. Yeah.
Okay. What did he?
He got it for Glory, and he was a supportive character in that one. So that was in the 90s about the American Civil War and. Black soldiers' contribution to that war. So yeah, I mean, he had a bigger pedigree in Hollywood. I think that's one of the reasons.
And he still does. In my opinion, as I said, black actors, that he's number one really in my eyes.
Yeah, it's weird because Denzel has this thing where he's kind of always Denzel, but I would watch him, reading a newspaper. It doesn't matter. He's that charismatic, He's just I don't know, whatever. Read the Bible, the law book. He's got the voice. He's got the charisma, and there's a gravitas. I mean, the one thing I would say, I wish he did a bit more comedy because Denzel can do comedy.
Very funny, yeah.
but he's like always going for these
Serious.
serious roles. He's doing the Leonardo DiCaprio kind of career. Like, I'm just gonna play these really heavy, emotional characters. And he's really good at it. I mean,
How many times has Act won Best Actor in a comedy role?
good point. Not many.
Yeah,
Not many. Yeah.
if at all.
But I mean, once you have the Oscar and you have the fucking money, and
Yeah.
Denzel took 20 million per movie, regardless of if the movie was ever made. So just for booking Denzel in the late 90s,
Yeah.
20 million. At some point for a movie, I recall reading that he was paid twice 20 million because they booked him for 3 months, and then something happened, the movie didn't get made. They said, oh yeah, no problem, I still want to do it. Another 20 million, and they paid him another fucking 20 million. So he got paid 20 million to just sit around, chillax. You booked me, I spend time with the family, whatever, I just get paid 20 fucking million. This is in the 90s when 20 million
Was a shit ton of
a
money.
shitload, man.
Yeah.
It's just-
Well, it still is, but
yeah. First movie I saw Denzel in was Mighty Queen. It's a 1991 movie. It's a kind of an action. He's a cop in the Caribbeans, and there's some drugs there. There's fake 10 grand notes. There's fake money.
Yeah.
So it was a really easy to watch kind of thriller. But then he did Glory, for which he won the Oscar, and he plays a slave, and slaves were obligated to go to war for the Confederates, or no? But
no,
yes.
it might have been both sides, to be fair.
Yeah.
So no, I think what happened was, this is my history lessons, I might be wrong. So obviously Confederates as slaves, they would fight because they were forced to. So with the
other ones.
the other ones,
Yeah.
the other side,
The other side.
what happened was if you fought, you actually got your freedom.
Oh yeah, he was in that team.
Yeah.
So he's fighting for freedom, but he doesn't even they didn't give him proper boots, and they were still whiplashed if they didn't obey. And Morgan Freeman is in it.
Oh,
in the
really?
same movie. Yeah.
Okay.
And Matthew Broderick, Ferris fucking Bueller was.
That movie's still classic. Ferris Bueller.
Yeah, so he was one of the captains.
Yeah.
And you have that light-hearted comedy actor, and you have Denzel and fucking Morgan Freeman, the same movie. That movie.
I'll tell you a movie that's a comedy that Denzel's in, and he plays like a semi-funny part. It's like an action comedy.
I think I know the one with the heart surgery.
No, that's that's the one where he robs a bank because his son.
No, that's different. There's Johnny Q.
Oh, that's Johnny Q. Yeah. And then there's another one, is there?
It is one where he plays. So there's this fat cop who has a heart attack and dies and gets Denzel's heart, but he keeps seeing him as a ghost.
Okay.
And he's just walking around, and then he used to be a lawyer and just making fun of his fat ass. And then people want to kill him, and he's like the ghost. Oh, there's someone around the wall. So there's just this weird fucking.
No, I haven't seen
Yeah,
that.
I don't know what it's called. Something with changing hearts or whatever.
Okay.
But before he got all serious. and
So
stuff.
it's a recent one as well as with Mark Wahlberg. It's called Two Guns.
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah.
I wanted to like it more than I did.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad, but he was still the one with the gravitas, and Mark Wahlberg was being more.
Yeah.
We're together as a team. No, we're just working as a team. Fuck you, man. Yeah.
No, that's you're right. I don't remember. So the first film I saw that was like, oh wow, like I actually appreciate Denzel Washington. There's one of two films. I can't remember which one I saw first. First one you'll know, which is called The Manchurian Candidate.
Yes. It's a remake, but it's good.
Yeah. The second one is a film called Antoine Fisher.
Yes.
Which I think is it?
It's Antoine Fisher.
No, it's not. Yeah, no, it is for Antoine Fisher. I was gonna say, is it a Disney movie, but it's not a Disney movie.
But I think actually he also directed it. I might be wrong, but I think he directed Antoine Fisher.
Antoine Fisher.
Yeah, I have to revisit that movie.
That's such a good film.
Yeah.
That's such a good film. There's another Disney film, which is American football one where he's the coach.
Oh,
Remember the Titans?
Oh yeah. great fucking movie.
Yeah.
Remember the
Put your
title,
hand
I
down.
remember that one. Yeah.
That was good.
The
smile.
soundtrack is good. You have a very young Ryan Gosling, hippie dude. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Why are you smiling?
It's a good movie.
That's a good film.
That's a really good movie.
That's a really good one.
Fun, sir. It's fun.
All day. Book of Eli.
Book of Eli. I think Book of Eli. It was good, but you don't need Denzel.
No.
The same way as you don't need Denzel for The Equalizer.
No.
Yeah, you can have someone else. I think he's underused in those movies. I was very surprised that he was against sequels in general, and then he did a sequel for The Equalizer. And it's kind of a Taken kind of.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say
so,
it reminds me of Taken, The Equalizer.
He had richer movies than that. He had Crimson Tide with Jane Hageman and the submarine.
Yeah, that's good.
He had Fallen, that horror movie where he fights this demon. There's this demon who can go from one body to the other and possess people, and it's with John Goodman.
I think I've seen it, but
It's a very dark fucking movie. He's a detective trying to find what's with all the fucking dead people.
Yeah, I've seen it, but it was a very long time ago. Maybe I've only seen it once, but I know.
And the ending is good.
Yeah, I remember that. I was young as well. I was like, fuck.
He finds a way to get the demon, to kill the demon, because they're isolated somewhere in the cold, and he's smoking a poisoned cigarette, and it's like,
I remember that. I remember the scenes of that film, but I can't remember it vividly. But that was a good film.
Inside Man.
Inside Man. Do you know what? It was alright. I didn't think it was great. Inside Man.
The twist was good.
But
The chemistry between him and Clive Owen and
yeah.
Judy Foster were good. It's a Spike Lee movie.